Hello, how are you doing? My name is Bill McRae, and welcome to this special presentation. I'm going to teach you how to make money selling solo ads. Now, here's the truth. Most people get online, they say, I want to make some extra money or I want to get rich or whatever, and they start looking for what they can do to make money online. And they run into typically either the ClickBank game, which is where I made millions of dollars, or the Warrior Forum game, which is interesting in itself. And a lot of people end up selling what's called business opportunities. And the way these things work is you make money not from selling a product, earning a commission, or doing anything of value. You make money by recruiting people into the business and making money on the business opportunity itself. So there are thousands of people out there generating traffic to promote business opportunities so that people can keep the fantasy of making money on these business opportunities alive. Fact is, they all fail. Okay, look at the business opportunity that you're thinking about. You may be doing one right now. It might be, cannabis oil, or it could be something like Bitcoin. There's all these Bitcoin ones that, Bitcoin's done great. If you own Bitcoin and you bought it like I did in 2013, you're probably pretty happy right now. But the fact is, if you bought into BizOps, they're not all about Bitcoins. They're all about layered multiple marketing streams designed to be paid off based on Bitcoin's growth. So they could be good today, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin fall in half again, because it's a commodity and that's what happens. So most business opportunities are really based upon, I'm going to make a lot of money if I can recruit a lot of people. So what these business opportunity builders do is they provide a marketing platform, and they say, go buy solo ads. So you start buying solo ads, and maybe you'll make a little bit of money when it first starts out, but what will happen is, with time, it gets harder and harder to recruit people into these programs because they truly don't pay. And ultimately, they hit this point where you're looking at the compensation tier, and you realize the guy at the top is making 150% what the guy in the middle is making, and 500% more than the guy at the bottom. There's more money going up than there is for everyone else. So they have to collapse. I'm an accountant. I'm a consultant, a high-end consultant for Fortune 100 companies. I know my numbers. I guarantee you, most MLMs are not designed for success because they're not selling anything other than the opportunity to not sell anything. Just think about it. How can they work? If you can't explain it to your spouse or your mom or dad or your kids, you shouldn't be selling it. But still, they buy traffic. There's 100,000 people a month coming into the industry. They get in for 90 days. They buy a bunch of solo ad traffic in order to try to make money in these schemes. And whether or not they make money, the guys selling traffic are making money. It's like my dad used to tell me, I've always owned a large wholesale company dating back to 1976. This is like forever, right? 44 years ago. My dad and I, when I was 14 years old, started a wholesale company. We'd buy something, mark it up, and sell it in the ag industry, and we grew that up to $100 million public company before we finally cashed out and decided to retire. Except I was only like 42 years old, so I didn't retire. Dad did. And it was buying and selling, and that's what we're talking about with this opportunity. So what I'm going to give you today, there's no cost for spending some time with me. You're going to get some free training. You're not going to need to have to go out and invest in a bunch of tools. And you're not going to have to buy $10,000 a month in traffic in order to build a list. We'll explain more here as you go. So I want to be very clear. The solo ad industry is a huge part of my business. It is my business. I'm probably one of the top 5 providers in the industry. And I've been generating well over $1 million in solo ads since 2018. Now, I'm not saying I'm in the top compared to Facebook or Google or anything like that, but definitely in the solo ad industry, there's not very many $1 million players, and I'm one of that. I happen to own several brands, and I actually teach people how to sell ads. Literally every day of the week, people are taking my courses and they're learning and going out and finding success with it. I've also done multiple seven-figure product launches since 2008. The Massive Paths of Profits, Above the Matrix, Above the Social Matrix, the multi-income, what do I call it? Massive Income Machines, Alan's Success Plan, the Commission Code, which is a fabulous product, Passive Profit Pages, and they're like Marketing on the Fringe, Marketing on the Fringe 2.0. There are others. I can't. Oh yeah, the Twitnator, Twitter Affiliate Cash, all these things I developed. But what I really discovered is I can't keep an autoresponder if I'm with GetResponse or these people and do any of this. So I started building my own company, my own autoresponder business, and I am the only customer of it. I won't sell you my autoresponder service. I'll sell you the service of providing traffic, but not the actual autoresponder. So you can't go to BillMcRae.com and get like you can at Aweber or something like that. But I built a phenomenal business on this, and at this point I've got 7 programmers and 30 full-time employees. Departed, 23 full-time employees, providing support, managing the business, taking care of transactions. We have a significant business. Of that $1 million, or at this point, it's more like $1.4 million in 2020. Our average sales are around $80. So figure out the number of transactions we have to manage, and not screw up on. So, just first of all, here's a little proof. This is my 2019 my 2019 personal ClickBank account. I have a personal ClickBank rep I can call. This was 2019, 2020. We're using Stripe. We're using multiple. We're more like $1.5 million this year. So we've grown a lot in 2020, and we stand to grow a lot in 2021. And I'm telling you all this not because I'm bragging. I'm not like, well, I'm bigger and better than you. You get these gurus talking about their jet airplanes and the money they're making because they want you to fantasize. Okay, think about that. They want you to truly believe that you're going to have the big old boat in the San Diego Bay, which I had for many years, that you're going to fly around the world and drink champagne on your plane while you're landing in, South France and gambling and with your 30-something-year-old hot play bunny girlfriend. That's what they play on. They're selling you family. But I'm not bragging like that. See, in all honesty, I feel my business is completely insignificant compared to my faith, my family, and the social work I do. And what I'm doing is simply sharing information to demonstrate that I really know what I'm talking about and that I am experienced. I've had business success, and I'm not like rubbing it in your nose. I'm saying, hey, if you want to make money online without investing thousands of dollars, you ought to be listening to me in the next 15 minutes because I'm not going to take hours to do this because there's not a big sales pitch at the end. There's a free offer, okay? So, like I said, I'm going to make this short. But if you stay to the very end, and please stay to the very end, I'm going to give you something with infinite value for free. So stay to the end. I'm not bragging. I'm demonstrating my success and why you should listen to me and why you should stay on to the very end. And if you don't, you are throwing enough money out of your pocket to make your house payment or your car payment. I'm not going to tell you you're going to be flying on jets to Tahiti. I'm telling you, you can pay your living expenses or you can make a full-time living doing this if you work hard at it. The industry that I'm going to introduce you to is advertising. It's the number one online industry. Nothing else compares to it. In 2021, it's going to be a $154 billion market. This is the digital trends information. This is not mine. I think it's actually going to end up being quite a bit bigger than that. And the reason why is they did their estimation before COVID. Now, nobody even leaves their house. I bought stuff on Amazon yesterday that's here today. And I mean, this is the way and the path towards the future. So that means more reliance on I got to stay home and work, and I need to buy from all these sources online because I don't want to go be exposed to some horrible disease that might cause me some grave illness. Now that's going to fade away, but right now the industry is booming. So the $154 billion market estimation that was done in 2019 for 2021 is going to be really, really overshot. It's going to be closer to 200 billion. Okay. So you may think, based on those numbers, that the business is just too big or too complicated. It's going to take so much money to compete. But I'll tell you what, you are 100% wrong. I'm sorry. I can't compete with Google. I can't compete with Facebook. Get over it, man. Get over yourself. You're not. It's not hard to compete. It's easy to sell. And you don't need to invest billions of dollars into building a platform. It's easy to supply. So you're not going to compete with Google, Facebook, and the like. I mean, just don't even worry about that. Yeah, they're big. The bigger they are, the better, because the more people are buying online, the more business is going to be online. So keep in mind that just a small fraction, $154 billion, can really help. Consider this. Not 1%, but 1/100 of 1% of a $154 billion market is $1.5 million. That's going to be my 2020. So the point is that even small players in the market can still make good money. You don't need to go out and make $1 million. I mean, if you want to and you do, I'm 100% behind you. Very few people are going to do what I'm doing, okay? They don't have the ingenuity, they don't have the intelligence, they don't have the drive, they don't have the ambition. But you don't need any of that to get 50 grand or 20 grand, whatever your goal is. Some people don't need $1 million a year. They need enough to make their car payment. This industry can do it for you. And it can do it for you without having to believe in some magical mystery tour of a pyramid scheme and without even investing any money whatsoever. Okay? So what we're going to show you today is that you can do this without no money needed to be invested at all. So how can you compete in a $154 billion market without investing, $10 million into developing an advertising platform or $250,000 to become a bulk emailer like I am? How are you going to do that? And it's really a simple answer. You become a traffic broker. Remember I said I was a wholesaler, I'd buy and resell? Well, that's what I'm talking about. So how do you do that? Remember at the very beginning I said I got a free gift for you at the very end? That's it. I'm going to give you everything you need to know at the very end. Okay, so what is a broker? You buy from a source and you sell it. And you make the cost. And you make up the cost and sell it, keep the profit. You basically become a retailer by buying traffic from a wholesaler. So it's called arbitrage. You buy low and sell high. It's just like stocks. It's like anything else. But you can make a lot more money on this. Could you imagine turning your cash every day, making 20%, 25%, 50%? That's what I do. Okay? I have a 0.001%, 1/100th of 1% of the market. What if you had 1,000th of 1%? You'd be making $150,000 a year in sales. 1,000th of 1%. And it's not hard to do. Okay, so why would I train people for free? Bill, why would you do this for free? Greed, honestly. I don't make money selling my soul ad courses. But I provide wholesale traffic, which I want you to buy from. Okay? I want you to buy and sell my traffic, plain and simple. It helps finance my wholesale traffic business, my autoresponder business that I've put over $250,000 of money into in the last 5 years. I need to keep business going. I need volume. So I'm going to give you for free what people at the Warrior Forum are willing to pay $29.97 for. And I'm serious. Go to the Warrior Forum, and you'll find guys selling solo ad courses for $3,000 to $5,000. I'll give that to you for free. Matter of fact, most of those people that are buying those courses end up coming to me and saying, how do I make money? And I show them, hey, here's a free course. And they're furious afterwards. But, they have to go through the process. So how I make money is from data management, which is the stuff we do with our autoresponder. It is basically data management. We're a wholesale traffic provider, which means we get millions of leads for pennies, where you're paying $1.50 for them. But we have to prove that we have proof or permission to send them emails, which we do. It's all automated. And we have to be able to segment those leads and promote to them what they want. So the other reason why I do this is really joy. It's hard to believe that. It's true that most gurus say, follow me and make money. Just invest $7 today and $100,000 tomorrow. And honestly, those that do follow these guys, they never make money. They lose a lot of it. And those guys, they just don't care. They don't care. My joy comes from your success. And of course, so does my success. See, we are going to be partners sharing in each other's success. So why would I want to give you something I can make money with? Or you can make money with? Well, honestly, we can't make a penny if you're not making money. So we're in this together. Like I said, we are going to be partners. You just jump into this thing and learn it, spend an hour a day figuring out what I'm going to give you. And a month later, you'll be making money and, you'll be buying from me. Or you can buy from anyone you want. I don't really care. I have an abundance mentality. There's plenty of business for everybody. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question or two here. When is the last time a leader, and I'm probably one of the leaders in this market, offered you something of real value for nothing? I mean, not just a downloaded report, a PDF designed to sell you their courses, but offered you anything of real value and then not ask you for any money. Or have they ever shared something that does not work or you can't do it? So they say, well, all you need to do is cross your X's and cross your T's, and it's so complex you can't figure it out. Even my own marketing platforms, Commission Code, great product, so simple to do for me, and it might be for you, or it might not be. This really is simple to do. It's not passive. You have to work the program. So, I promised you I'd make this quick, and here I am. It's basically over. I'm going to give you everything free of charge. That I only make money if you elect to buy from my service. But honestly, you could take my course and go, great idea, I'm going to buy from this guy instead. And I'm okay with that. And I want you to realize those people on Warrior Forum buying the $2,900 courses, 90% of them end up coming to me before they ever see a success. Why? Because I'm not trying to sell you a course. I'm trying to teach you how to make money, not teach you how to buy more products from me. Yeah, you're going to buy the service from me if you want and mark it up. But you can buy from anyone if you prefer. Or you can go ahead and build your own list and spend tens of thousands of dollars and go through that massive learning curve. It's entirely up to you. So I wanted to make this quick. So as I promised, I'll make this easy, quick. Here's my free gift. All you got to do is go to soloradmasterclass.com. I'm going to take you there automatically in about 15 seconds anyway. And then I want you to go through the training. We have 2 courses in that. One if you're buying solo ads, because you don't want to get into selling them, because you like buying them, you might as well know how to make money with solo ads. And it really isn't hard, but it requires some faith and some tenacity and some testing and a lot of thinking. So I have to say, congrats. As of right now, you're finally not getting screwed by any of the gurus. You're actually going to make money when those gurus launch products and you provide